Everyone, it is currently the evening of the 22nd of September 2016. Meteorologist Robert Spetty here with you. We're, of course, tracking our latest tropical depression out here right around Guam. Already been bringing some fairly heavy rainfall there towards the Mariana Islands. At this time, this is not terribly organized, but numerical guidance does paint a picture of a fairly strong typhoon heading into early next week. At this time, the National Weather Service out of Guam has stated there could be gusts up to about 45 miles per hour, some fairly heavy rainfall from this area, but they don't expect a typhoon of any sorts to be coming overhead, just kind of putting out a special weather statement on this for people that are residing or traveling to the island. Question is, where is this going to be heading and how strong is it going to be getting? Well, the strength part is definitely very hard. Forecasting strength of tropical systems is one of the hardest part of meteorological forecasting. Where this will be going, though, that's fairly easier, and I think that as we look ahead in the early to mid next week, residents across Taiwan, maybe the western areas of the southern Japanese islands or northern Luzon, extending back here towards the west, definitely want to pay close attention to it. Question of strength, well, the Japan Meteorological Agency does expect this to intensify into a tropical storm, but beyond that, it has to get away from this area of unfavorable weather it is in right now. We have 40 knots shear towards the north and towards the south of this storm. That's just kind of spreading all of that convection out and about, but as it tracks towards the west, there is that region of lower amounts of vertical wind shear, plus the Philippine Sea is a hot bathtub of water out here. So very favorable conditions out ahead of this storm. Now it develop into a stronger system. The overall background flow also carries it off here towards the west. You have to remember that following tracking storm systems in the tropics is kind of like watching something float down a river. Now, you have your highs and your lows. Over here to the north and east, that's an area of high pressure aloft. And that's really not where our tropical system is going to want to go because water doesn't flow up a hill. It's going to want to flow towards the lower areas, and as we look at these arrows, it extends it back towards the west. This is why I still think the northern Philippines could be impacted, but there's a passing trough coming through in the extended forecast that could kind of pull this towards the north, and that is why Taiwan and the southern Japanese islands are definitely also in the mix here. Take a look at some of the numerical guidance. These lines right here actually on this map showing you the CMC, the NavGem, and the GFS. All of them have this developing and pulling towards the northwest, making impact there into southern Taiwan. So really right smack dab in the middle of those three options I just stated. Look ahead through the week. The Meteor app, you can actually find this on your phone or on your computer. It's the ECMWF model, and it does show our storm system tracking off here towards the northwest, really moving near the southern Japanese islands without that trough kind of interacting with it too much and pulling it towards the west, impacting exactly where the other three models said there in the southern Taiwan. If I was a betting person, I would say that definitely Taiwan is a fairly good chance. That's 4 numerical models, plus the middle of that spread I just stated about the overall background flow, all porting towards Taiwan. Now, the big thing is this storm is still developing. We are still in the tropical depression phase. Level circulation is very ill-defined, and once it does come together and gets a little more organized, and we actually get a full-blown tropical storm, the exact location will definitely be a lot easier to see where this is going. As we've always said, with models, they're only as good as the information you ingest into them. So if you ingest a false center of circulation into the GFS, for example, you get an output different than what you would get if you had a different center of circulation. As we always said, garbage in, garbage out. But right now, GFS also keeping this as a weaker storm, pulling off there towards southern Taiwan. So all the models do agree on where this is going. Strength vastly different, but I really would have a lot more confidence once we get a tropical storm. But for northern Philippines, Taiwan, Ishigaki, Miyako, I think Okinawa, Naha, not so much, but still would keep a keen eye on this over the coming days. For now, that is going to be all for me here at westernpacificweather.com. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, post them down there in the comment box below. Anybody impacted by Malacus? How about that? Moving off there now towards the northeast, but there's a few of that on the satellite loop here over the past several days. But now all of our attention is down towards the south, so yeah, feel free to check the website, also our Facebook page for more information. Thanks for watching, guys.